one of the nation's favourite comedians, but Jack Dee is now hoping to help you with your life's problems.
Well, during lockdown, Jack spent a grand total of 4 hours retraining as an agony uncle, and he's now sharing his unique advice in his new book, What Is Your Problem? And he joins us now to tell us more, and it's lovely to have you here, Jack. Thank you. I mean, obviously, a lot of people found different vocations when they were locked in. You went to the Ruislip Institute of Advanced Learning, interestingly spelt with an S in advanced, and spent 4 hours there.
It was honestly one of the best things I've done from the moment I logged in to later in the afternoon when I got my certificate of completion. It was one of the best things I've done, because at the beginning of lockdown, you know, I thought, well, I could my show was cancelled, I couldn't go out on the road. I thought, what can I do? You know, what my bit, you know, and I figured, well, I'm always, you know, people think of me as, you know, Mr. Nice Guy. How can I help? How can I make that into an actual practical thing? So I set up as you know, obviously it started as a small business, and then I wrote the book because there was such demand for it.
And we've read the book and we've had a look through, and we just want to talk about your style of psychotherapy, because this isn't sort of your metaphorical hug,
no,
is it really?
Not. It's more a metaphorical slap around the face.
Right.
Because, you know, everyone's got problems, you know, and I'm sick of it. I wish people would just pull themselves together a bit more often, don't you? You often, sometimes people say, oh, this is going wrong, that's going wrong. Isn't there a little bit in the back of your mind that thinks, oh, shut up, just get on with it, you know? Mate, come on.
It's brutal.
Some of us should be able to pull ourselves together. You know, I'm not talking about people with serious problems, but if it's not that serious, get a grip.
Yeah.
Well, we've actually got some questions here for you, and so we'll see what, you know, where that 4 hours training has led.
Hopefully, I can help.
All right. Claire says, I can't bear the local group chat. We started a WhatsApp group with all the houses in our street during lockdown to keep everyone's spirits up and help each other out. Life is close to returning to normal now, and I'm finding the constant chatter a nightmare. I know if I leave the group, all hell will break loose. What should I do? Well,
Claire, be very, very careful how you deal with this one, because I had a similar experience with a WhatsApp group in our street, and someone in the street had a baby, and so, you know, a little baby's been born, and, you know, welcome it, and everyone's sending in little messages, welcome, it's lovely, lovely. And my phone kept pinging, I was sick of it, so I left the group. But I didn't realise that they all get the message saying Jack Dee has left the group. So that family think, oh, that's nice, we've had a baby and we're sharing it with, and then Jack's, his reaction is just to leave the group, as if I didn't care. But that wasn't the case. But so, Claire, whatever you do, be careful, because they will know that you've left.
Yeah.
But I believe there are ways of muting it.
You can mute it.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
I'm not technical like that, but I wish I'd known. I've caused huge offence. I mean, really.
Again.
You say that, but yes, again. Yes.
John has said, my wife is obsessed with saving money on our energy bills. She is constantly unplugging things we use on a regular basis. I spend so much time replugging in the toaster, the kettle, the bedroom lamp and the radio. It's driving me mad. How can I get her to see my side?
That's nuts. I bet, you know what, I bet she uses the hairdryer still. I bet she does it when it suits her. Have you ever seen someone come and stay in your house and they unplug stuff, or they turn it off at the mains? That is enough to send you spare, isn't it? You know, I put the toast on, put the kettle on, and I'm thinking, what's that? Nothing's happening. 5 minutes later, because you realise they've turned it off at the main. That's a crime against humanity.
But guess you can uninvite your wife. You can't I mean, what can you do there?
Well, you could do that. You could just say, look, you know, if you're going to continue with this, you know, unplugging stuff, that's not normal. We need to sort that out.
It's you or the toaster.
It's absolutely. Leave the toaster alone. Leave all that stuff alone, because I don't want to go around plugging stuff in again. You might as well just go and take it off the fuse box. Do all that. Well, you know,
And Mike says, I bought my wife... these are real, by the way. These are real people. Mike says, I bought my wife a knockoff designer bag for her birthday this year, and the buckle broke soon after she started using it. She is now planning on taking it to the store to talk to them about a repair, and I know that they will point out it's not real.
Mike.
Well, I think, Mike, this depends on how good an actor you are. I think go through with it. Remember, you didn't rip your wife off when you gave her a knockoff handbag. You've been ripped off. This is the thing. So you go back to the store and say, I bought this, and no, I haven't kept the receipt because I expected it to last a little bit longer. All right, so get cross. And then when they say, look, I'm sorry, it's a counterfeit bag, you just burst into tears and say, I've been conned. And then get the sympathy from your wife. It doesn't matter what the storekeeper thinks. Just, I'm sorry, I thought you'd love it, and they've sold me a fake one. I'm never coming back to this shop again, right? That's the way you get out of that one.
So those are 4 hours well spent.
I think it's helpful. I mean, you know, that's because that's what I want to do. I'm sick of celebrities coming out there telling people what to do when they have no idea what they're talking about.
Yeah.
So here's one who does know. You know, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm talking about with it, and you know, and also I don't play on that either. Celebrities nowadays, they don't know what they're doing. Half the time they're running around on Strictly saying having the best time of their life. 2 weeks later, they're on the front cover of Radio Times saying, oh, I'm so depressed. Well, you know, sort it out. Make a choice. Either, you know, cheer up or clear off. This is showbiz.
There is, I mean, you know, the book is very, very funny, and some of it, I think, it'd be fair to say, is a little tongue-in-cheek, but there is something in using humour actually to just lighten the mood a little bit, that we need that.
Often, you know, I mean, there is a point there that if you, you know, sometimes if you are, you know, sad about something, don't say you got, you know, you don't have to say that you got mental health issues necessarily. There are legitimate emotions that we all have. You can be legitimately sad or anxious or stressed without having to call yourself mentally ill, right? So let's you know, park that. If you can cope with it, and why not go out with some friends, have a bit of a laugh, and think, you know what, maybe I was taking my life a bit too seriously. You know, lighten up a bit and cheer up. You know.
However, what you do say is that if you are not in any way running down the practice of seeking a counsellor, seeking help,
I'm very clear on that point. You're quite right. I would absolutely not, and I do think if you've got, you know, look, this is. Full disclosure, you know, if you've got a real problem there, seek a professional. See, you know, all I'm saying is I am now a professional, and I'm one of them that you can come to.
Yeah.
And if that doesn't appeal to you, if you are feeling low, think of this face, and if that doesn't cheer you up.
You can see this face on tour now because you are back out. I mean, you had to pause everything as the rest of the world paused.
Yeah.
You was just starting the tour and then it had to sort of stop.
Yeah, it was all cancelled, everything right overnight. It was all finished with. And all the shows were pulled and rescheduled. And for about 8 months, people were texting me saying, oh, is your show still on in Ruislip or whatever? You know, well, of course
oh, I've got the same place as the Institute of Advanced Learning.
Coincidentally, yeah, yeah. So no, the whole thing was off. So, and that's where I thought, now is my time. You know, cometh the hour, cometh the man. I'm going to write the book. I'm going to do something for the nation. It's my chance to give something back.
So it's like almost. So you've got the help, the general help for everyone in the book, and then taking that help, that care, that virtual hug, so to speak, out on the road. That honesty.
That honesty. Thank you. Exactly. So I can spread the word on in my tour that the book is now there. You know, which is a sort of, in many ways, though I say it myself, like the Bible.
Yeah. Well, and here it is. Very lucky to have it in my hands. There we go.
Thank you very much. On behalf of our viewers this morning who voted as well, thank you.
No, I hope I've helped.
I'm sure you have.
Enormously.
Thank you.